Good morning and welcome to Moopsy in the Morning for November the 6th, 2023. Yes, I know what day of the year it is. Let's see. Oh, we got stuff here. We have stuff here, but that's irrelevant. Let's get this stuff out of my way. Nope, can't do that, can I? Let's get over here. Good morning, Ed. Good morning. Moopsith be thy morning. Okay, that's really good, Chris. That's really funny. May thy morning be Moopsith as well. Let's send this off to Petty Cash. Man, I cannot spell this morning. I can't even think this morning. What's the name of my tune? Rondo Mom. This is the time shift. I'm going to totally blame it on the fact that we went to daylight savings time and my brain is still doing but it's 7 o'clock, Mom, you should be waking up now, which is why the dogs woke me up before 4 this morning. But we need to go out, Mom. But, oh, okay, fine. Oh, I guess I'm not down there. Hi there. Sorry about that. I thought I clicked on the button.
Morning. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Everything hurts.
Oh, yeah, I've had those days. Today's not one of them. Anything I can do for you?
Not sure.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later.
Alrighty. I spent part of the weekend trying to figure out how to raise the money to buy Cryptic. Have not worked that one out, but if anybody's got some great ideas, I'm game to hear them. I'm guessing 250 million isn't going to be quite enough. It might be enough to buy them, but we're also going to have money to function for a while. So I think I need to aim for about 300 million. And yes, I'm actively working on this. I'm not quite sure where to go to get $300 million, but I think we need to do this. I think it's the only way we're going to be able to make the game turn into what we want it to be. So, folks,
Ryan bikini car washes?
Oh, Chris, I don't want to maintain the game. I want to improve it. All those things. I mean, so there's multifunctionality going on here. We have people in our group here, not just this particular group, but in the game who are qualified and would benefit by having jobs. We have people who could do things specific to the game. We have people who'd be great for customer support. We have people like me who have absolutely no skill at the game or at programming or coding or anything else, but can be there to cheerlead them on. Pardon?
You'd be pretty good in customer service.
Oh, no, God, no. I'd kill people. I'd get out a gun in a minute going, shut up, be reasonable.
I could dust off my QA skills.
Well, we have somebody who's actually brilliant in customer service and is looking for a job.
Who's that?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that, but everybody comes to me and tells me what's going on. Kind of under the, but please don't share this. You know, losing a job has a bit of a negative aura.
Yeah,
so,
it does.
Yeah, so I won't share who it is, but I do keep my ears peeled. So, Chris, you could head up customer service for Cryptic for us over in Europe.
Well, you know the Phoenix Price Pack event?
Yes.
Most of my ships are now T6X2.
Well, congratulations.
Yes.
And it was very profitable.
I've picked up the goodie packages, but it's been mostly rares and very rares.
I got like how many did I actually get in the end? I got way too many ultra rares, and I got an epic as well.
Oh, congratulations!
So my luck has not been totally without question. So my Andorian now has the Bajoran Interceptor.
Nice.
The Bajoran Interceptor is definitely a good ship, in my opinion.
That's why I keep buying it for all my tunes.
Yeah, no, if for just the console, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ed, I was trying to calculate how many cookbooks we have to sell to raise the 250, 300 million we need. Might take a while.
Right.
So, got to play the lottery. But I'm not going to play the lottery until it's worth it. Because if I'm going to blow my luck on one lottery win and only get halfway there financially, it's not enough. And due to the time change, I'm eating breakfast here. Normally I wouldn't eat for another hour as I'm walking out the door, but my brain and my body are still kind of messed up.
Because of the time change.
Yeah. Well, the good aspect was it was beautiful and warm yesterday, so I spent the entire day moving things out of my storage unit into my garage, cleaning stuff from my garage into the house. So most of my house is starting to look decent except for my desk, which at the moment looks like garbage. Hang on.
Trash.
Yeah. Because it's all kind of piling up on the desk, and then I'll clean the desk off one of these days. Give me 1 second here. Ooh, no, that's not going to work. Let's see if I can make that one work.
That's going to be interesting.
What?
Phasing damaged ground. Doable ground roll sometime. Then I have Dabo at not a DS9, so I have to go to Zana. Oh, yeah. And then Voss ships in the Dyson sphere.
Ugh. I don't mind Voth ships, but I'd rather have Voth ships in the, just Voth ships, then we can go do stuff. I did my dailies today because they were ever so exciting. I had Kill Vodwar on the ground. Yawn. And play Dabo. Yawn. And I did have phaser damage on the ground, but I had Terrans on the ground too, and I just decided to just start up Pavo Dissension and play it as a solo.
Yeah, I just did my Dabo for 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking care of my Borg Red Alert. I've got Vardwar on ground, which I might re-roll that, and Terran ships in the battle zone.
Wow, we don't have anything for fun.
Wait a second, let me see what I... Reroll. That's not even any more fun. You also do a Hive Onslaught. With no
I'm happy. I'm happy to do a Hive Onslaught, not on this tune though.
I said no tanks.
Well, I can take a different ship. It doesn't have to be a tank, but this ship is going to get shot up. I just started putting it together. No, excuse me. This is a Fikiri, which I want to switch out for a different ship, so there's no way I'm going to take that directly into it. But I'm happy to switch to the other account, so give me a sec.
Rolling Vadwa, plasma damage on ground. Okay.
Well, let's see. We'll go there. So I've been having a problem with Kabali 2. I think a lot of people have been having a problem with Kabali 2. It looks like it's been fixed. The problem is then I went on to Act 3, and I couldn't get it to launch. I double-checked to make sure I actually got 2 done correctly, which I did. Went back, double-checked it. It kept offering me one mission over and over and over again, but every time I'd click on it, it would say, well, this is your second time through.
You know something crazy about that? Acts 2 and 3. If you're not a extremely old player, the missions are no longer there.
Well, I figured out what was going on with Act 3. It's interesting. You're supposed to pick it up from General Cannell.
Which is the main area.
Right. If you don't pick it up the first time through from him, and you, let's say, just go to the console or pick it up off your available list, it will let you pick it up from 2 places. So all of a sudden, you've got the automatic one from Cannell and the other one, and they compete, and they won't let you count either one. They'll let you do it, but they won't let you complete it. So you get all the prizes, you get all the marks, you get all the stuff you want, but you can't get the Act 3 completion, and you can't get the episode completion. So I had to go back in, drop both of them, and go back to the general. So that was annoying when I finally figured it out and realized it's on there twice. All right. Do you guys want to do Hive Onslaught? Is that what I'm gathering? And no, this isn't a tank. This is just a ship. Not a particularly survivable ship, but hey, you can't have everything.
Oh, because I need hull repair space, because I rerolled the Valve.
Oh, I can do hull repair space. Let's see who's in the game this morning. Id, you up for this?
Sure.
Shield hardness, shield max shields, or health regeneration.
Health regeneration.
By the way, I finally maxed out my crit chance ground.
Absolutely. Chris, I don't see you here. Why don't I see you here, Chris? And absolutely, Drunken Heretic, love to have you along.
I am
Oh,
1 point away from. Go ahead.
Drunken Heretic says hull regen. I'm just ground person, so that's where I focus.
Obviously. Go on.
Oh, okay. I'm 3 points away from maxing out all of my space endeavors.
Yay! Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's
I
great.
think I've been more fortunate in that aspect with the way I've been, I was able to get mine.
Well, I deliberately went for getting my speed boost on ground first because DT and I were working on that book, which still hasn't been done. But I think I'll get my butt in gear and get that book going.
Yeah, you just whip DT into shape and you tell them exactly what you need to do. And
It doesn't work that way, sad to say.
But that is the Dark Consortium way, though.
Yeah, but he has to be only working part-time, and now he's basically working full-time and renovating his house, and he's got a social life, and so, just...
That man has been very elusive.
Yes, he actually was off this weekend, but, so, he lives out in the high desert in Arizona, and there is a lot of sand and dirt that gets blown around because he's literally in the desert. Yeah, Chris says, what's social life? So he had carpeting in most of the house, and his parents both smoked excessively. So he decided to rip out all the carpeting once his mom passed and put in hardwood floors, or maybe they're composites. Anyway, he's been working on that, so I get pictures every now and then furniture, and then fixing stuff and painting. I kind of know what that's like. Chris, what's social life? It's actually what I'm getting back to these days. It's interesting. My boss offered me tickets to the symphony on Friday night, which I couldn't take because I was going out of town Saturday. But it's like I'm doing things again. It's been 2+ years since I've done anything. Went to a movie a couple weeks ago, which was decent. Been to a wedding. Been doing stuff. Go figure. Boy, Chris, you're the second one to talk to me about your tinnitus. It was driving me nuts. It was driving me absolutely crazy for a long time. And it's still there, but it's now down to a much lower degree. I got my blood pressure checked. That was a big issue. What's cludding?
What?
Cludding. What is that word, Chris? Cludding. Cuddling. Oh yeah, totally. That's a social life. That's the best kind of social life, Chris. I thought maybe cludding was... I know there's British words for smooching. Snogging? Is that it?
Snogging, canoodling.
Canoodling I knew.
Dogging.
Dogging? Wee woo?
Wee woo.
Wee woo.
I was dealing with it for like 5 years, Chris. I finally went to a doctor, and he's like, well, we don't know what causes it, but I do see you've got other issues. So he was dealing with the other issues, and weirdly enough, it's down to a very tolerable level.
Let's see how quickly I die this time.
This ship has some DPS. It doesn't have any survivability, though. So we'll see.
I'm glad I brought my tank then. With massive hull heals. Hey, there's one way of getting a hull healing space. Just bring your tank out and just take all the damn aggro off you guys. What do you think?
You can take all the aggro you want. I'm just going to go shoot things.
Yeah, that's.
I actually like this ship, and I should probably work on taking it into being a better ship than it currently is.
I'm using the mirror variant of that ship.
I don't like the mirror as much as I like the original. I've got the mirror on one of my other accounts, and it's ain't quite the same thing. Close, but no cigar, if you will.
Here's the thing, I've got it set up pretty nicely on. Even though it's not miracle work, I've got it set up pretty nicely.
Well, I am in the active process of doing what somebody suggested with things going on in Star Trek Online. They advocated play it as much as you want, enjoy the game. We may have it another 20 years, we may have it another 2 years, but let's enjoy it while we've got it. So the heck with all that, I'm going to finally level up all my ships
Do
and
it.
all my tunes.
Good.
And since the way I've got my math calculated, I'm going to retire in 2 years. I sat down and looked at the numbers this morning. 2 years I can, okay, in the States, depending on when you were born, it determines when you can retire with full benefits and all that stuff. And mine is 2 years from now. 2 years actually from Saturday. And darn it, I'm going to do it.
You better goddamn do it.
Unless, of course, I win the lottery, in which case I will buy Cryptic, take over the world.
How about if one of your Dark Consortium members bought Cryptic?
Well, that would work fine. I have one request to make of them, which is I really want to get... No, it's not what you think. What do you think I would ask of Cryptic?
I don't know. You have such interesting ways of playing the game.
Ed, you got any ideas what I would do? My one request... Hey, I can't skip this. Do they... Oh, that's why. My key's stuck. Okay.
Well, I think you make every cutscene skippable.
Oh, that's a thought. I hadn't even thought of that one.
I thought you may agree with that one.
Probably get myself a new keyboard.
And say what?
Ed, you got any ideas what the one thing I would do would be?
Not off the top of my head.
I'd get them to name a system after Ed.
I'm preferably put you as an admin inside the game.
Oh, I don't care. I would love to have an Ed tune in here. I'd love to have an Ed character, but God, that would be fun, wouldn't it?
President Bronco Mom.
Well, you know what I'd do if I was a game developer at Cryptic. I'd put you as the president of the Federation.
Oh, I don't care about that stuff. No, you know.
Sure.
Anybody's better than
Oh,
the gecko.
Yeah, but you know how we have Gecko, right?
Yep.
It's the thing, right?
Yeah.
You know, he gets to do the first contact event. Each year you rotate between each other. Who'd like to do a Borgie ground?
I'm good with doing anything. Don't want to.
That one patrol.
Gerhardt's Core. Oh, I like that, Drunken Heretic. Speaking of, we reopened the fleet renaming for our Strangers with Candy fleet, because we didn't come up with anything that was either really Ed enough or Lower Decks enough. And Drunken Heretics, that would actually be a really good name.
Did anyone see the last episode of Lower Deck Season 4?
No, I have not yet. It was on the list for yesterday, but I didn't make it that far.
Well, no spoilers then.
Thank you, I appreciate that. All right, if we're going to do ground, I need... What are we doing on the ground?
That one Borg mission.
Into the hive? Or did...
No.
The
Patrol.
The patrol, sure. The patrol's an easy one.
What's that one called?
Jupiter's Station Showdown. I can do it on this tune. Chris jumped out of that one. Chris, it's an easy Borgy one.
Yeah.
Okay, because we have to launch this ourselves, right?
Yes, you do have to launch this one yourself.
Just say when.
Okay, let's... Mine's set for Elite. Let's not do Elite. I think this has only got one setting. But anyway, Jupiter Station Showdown, if you're joining us. Launch!
Launching?
Chris.
This is going to be assassinationally quick.
Yep. Hold on, we're waiting on. There we go.
Oh, by the
Drunken
way,
Heretics here.
You'll get all my bridge crew as well.
It always decides to send whoever it wants to. Let's see how far back this reaches. Oh, back far enough.
Gangway's trapped in transporter room 1. Go get her.
I'm using the Prodigy rifle.
I've got a machine gun. It's really good on that remodulate. Oh, that's right. It doesn't remodulate.
Oh, you know, the one thing I did pick up while in the last Phoenix Price Pack event, I picked up Severin Cochrane's shotgun.
What do you think of that one? And some people like Sav, I think it's Sav, who love it. I'm indifferent to it, to be honest.
But here's the thing, you know, I haven't got it upgraded yet, so I'm holding reserve judgment until I've got it upgraded.
It's the same issue I have with that gun that I've got with torpedoes, which is, it's not very satisfying. Might be functional, but just lacks. I'm so glad I'm trying to put down the agony field because nothing's around long enough. I'll use it next time.
This is a pure efficient.
Yeah, wait till they make it difficult. Come on, let me run. This is one I'd like to see on advanced.
You know, one thing I have got it on right now is elite on my side.
Yeah, but it's still a pretty simple one, even if you've got it set to elite.
Good news. Gladness.
Accepted?
Accepted.
Accepted. Ed sector.
Accepted. It's the exception to the rule.
Okay, I want all these Borg dead in like 3 minutes, please. I'll buff you all.
The shield is down. Now's your chance. Open fire.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh, that didn't take very long. Or as they say, well, there's your problem right there.
Duty called.
Well, having near enough a full team of highly trained combat officers definitely does not come into it.
Oh, no, it's got nothing to do with that going through so fast.
But that's my endeavours done for the day.
Wow, that was fast.
Oh, trust me, this is how I am every morning doing endeavours.
Let's see, I guess I have a few of these left here.
I don't know if I told you I got my new graphics card.
What did you get?
The MSI 4060.
Really?
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Put it
looking.
this way. I've not dropped below 60 FPS in this game. Even in combat.
Nice. I'm looking at a new laptop that DT works at Best Buy part-time, and they have a laptop on sale. And then they have an upgraded one that's on sale, and it's one of those, I could pay for the rent, or I could get a new laptop. But if I get a new laptop, what am I going to do with the 4 laptops I've got?
Sell them.
Now, hard to sell a laptop because they're cheap these days.
Well,
And I don't think I'm going to do gameplay options at Vegas or in Philadelphia. I think we're just going to show the videos of the game. Because it's so hard to get people to play it. I mean, it's easy to get them to play it, but it's really hard to get them to get into it.
yeah. Would you like to know what ships I upgraded?
Yeah, sure.
The rest of the 10th anniversary bundle.
Mm-hmm.
The Mirror Warship and the USS Commissioner, which is the Crossroad refit. The Glen, which
Oh,
is
nice.
the standard, the regular one. So, All 3 crossfields are T6X. I still have to upgrade some of my Odysseys. Next Phoenix Prize Pack event.
Clean.
13 weeks.
For me, nothing is going to get bought until I get this everything out of the storage shelter and into my garage so I can start cleaning it and get it done. All right, let's see what's coming up today. I hope you all did your Galaxy thingy. That's interesting.
I did it while you were blabbering onto the stream.
These 6 different visits? 6 different quadrants, that one?
System.
Yeah, you did that while we were...
Yeah.
Today?
No.
Oh.
If I was going to do that, I use my crossfield refit and, well, absolutely destroy 3 quadrant. Yes. I've done that.
Hang on, that did not work out the way I wanted that to. That's interesting. Thank you.
And
There we
personally,
go.
the payoff is nice, but...
All right, so we are revisiting the cycle of this. So today, the event tonight is going to be Defensive Starbase 1. Wednesday will be Transdimensional Tactics, not killing the captain, just completing it. And Friday, the upcoming one is EPO tagging. So we got some really easy ones coming up here. In fact, the next 2 weeks are pretty easy. So sounds pretty simple.
Yeah.
Okay, so Drunken Heretic, a decent laptop you can get on sale as cheap as like $200. We picked up 4 really nice laptops that had been priced down at Walmart for a couple $100 each for one of the conventions, and I've been using those ever since then. However, that was then, this is now. Now I need to find something a little bit better. By the way, if you guys haven't watched Type 1, the movie yet, please, we're trying to get Noah the recognition he needs for this movie, because I think he did a great job with it. I'm just curious. Is that a link there?
Which one?
What you sent her is just the image.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a sec here.
So, what I've just done, Dan, Mum?
Yes.
Just fitted my Yorktown class Odyssey with the Domino console.
Nice.
I like the Domino console. Where the heck is... There it is. I'm looking for no one's under Kickstarter.
But understand this. It still uses the Tier 5 set. I'm holding on to the theory of eventually they're going to implement these consoles as default consoles for all the Odyssey, all the meta consoles for each chip.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to implement them as default consoles eventually.
That would be nice. By the way, Noah's film is up to 2,000 views.
Nice.
Prior to Halloween, it was at 600, so I'm really happy. Still, share it. I put it out on all of my social media. All of my social media. Like, there's a lot of that.
Like, you perfectly understand where I'm coming from here. Like source of separation. The consoles that come with the ship. For example, let me take out of the phone.
Yes.
So also separation should be an inherent ability.
Yes, it should be. Well, on some ships, yes.
Yeah, no, on the ships that have them.
Yes, it should be
It should
part and parcel of
be-
it.
Yeah.
And cloaking devices should be devices, not consoles.
Yes.
I think the one thing they should add to the skill tree.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to, if you want an enhanced battle cloak, you need to spec into it. Remove the feature of cloak from ships, and if you want an enhanced battle cloak, you have to spec into it.
That's not a bad idea. Chris says shouldn't be a console. Odyssey should be able to launch both Saucer and Aquarius at the same time. Yep,
Oh,
I can see that.
the amount of money I would give to see that unlocked.
Well, yeah, if you put it out there, the amount of money, yes. Oh, so there's the other thing. If and when we buy Cryptic, I think I would put fewer ships out there as often as they do right now. I know why they do it. They need to raise money to stay in business. But
If you owned it,
it just becomes a matter of we're selling ships.
okay.
All right, what next, folks? What next?
Well, how devious should I be? How badly do we want to assassinate some Klingons?
Ships or people?
Ships.
Fine with me.
How about we destroy the binary stars?
Never be able to forgive Klingons for the death of my boy.
You killed my son. Everything's scary right now, drunken heretic. Battle Binary Stars is not my favorite, but I can do it.
Well,
Id, would you like to join us for a little battle at the Binary Stars?
Sure.
Chris, you up for a little space pew pew in the Binary Stars? Chris declines the specific TFO, and I don't blame him. It's not my favorite one either. All right. We are queued.
somebody's at Drazana who's got the crossfield refit. And I'm using the default one.
Mm-hmm.
Or, as I would call, the original, the OG one. For some reason, my gravity wells are only 10.8 kilometers.
Is it cold
I
out?
I need to max it out at some point at 12 kilometers.
Oh, speaking of maxing out, we are gonna do ship leveling and ship mastery and tune leveling tonight. If people want to join in. Oh, I'm not going to argue that, Chris. I don't like going in and having somebody else's ship just for the visual. Well, that's interesting. We've got 4 of us, and I queued it. That means nobody's putting in for a random at the moment. Weeboo?
Wee woo.
Oh, by the way, I did put together my new bookshelves from IKEA. They came in. These are huge bookshelves, probably 100 pounds total when I put them up. And as you probably are not aware, I broke my toe in class last Wednesday. So 3 guesses what I did with my 150-pound bookcase while I was putting it together.
Dropped it on your toe?
Dropped it on my toe. And of course, it was that toe. It's not my big toe. It's the second toe.
Oh.
Yeah, so it actually is pretty good, but last night was a little uncomfortable. Come here. Come here, Hellspawn.
Is your second toe like the Roman where it's actually longer than the big toe?
Yeah, it is. But breaking it in class was not my fault.
That's what they all say.
Well, it wasn't. Okay, so I study Taekwondo, but I'm currently working in Hapkido. So, because we're kickers, we launch a lot of kicks off the back foot. In Taekwondo, or in Hapkido, they launch them off the front foot. So at the same moment I'm launching from my back right foot, my opponent is launching from his front left foot. So my right back foot gets up and moving to his left knee at exactly the same moment. And we both just went, yes, no! Yow.
That's painful. I've been hooved.
Prove to you that now, as always, we come in peace.
And the funny thing is, about 10 minutes later, we were doing a wrist technique, and you could hear my wrist just crack and pop when the same guy threw the technique. He's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" Yeah, that's fine. That doesn't hurt at all. It's like, what? I give up. Hapkido, you get super flexible in the joints because it's all about joint locking. So you get a higher level of dissolved carbon dioxide in your synovial fluid in your joints, and therefore they tend to pop a lot and make that cracking sound, like popping your joints. Your knuckles. Cracking your knuckles, that's what I'm thinking of.
I'm definitely not apologizing for this.
For what?
For the mass assassination attempts.
Go for it. This thing's time-gated, but...
Time gated?
Yeah, this one's time-gated.
We already knew this.
Yeah. Well, at least with time gates rather than accomplishment gates, it allows you to look at them in terms of AFK ability. Defense of Starbase 1 used to be AFKable. Now it's
Now it isn't.
sort of. You have to defeat the last wave. A lot of them you can just get away with defeating the first wave. And not that I ever AFK anything for, pugs. But in real life, well, okay, I can start something up, do the first wave, and then go back to work. Not that I would ever play the game at work on company time, but there are such things as lunch breaks. That's just in case my boss is listening.
Reminds
I think
me of
it's-
my now retired fleet leader,
Mm-hmm.
Platinum Bar. General practitioner was playing in between patients.
Oh my God.
Does that remind you of anyone?
Chris says, I know is a huge issue with people farming dill. Well, you only got 480 dill, and it took 10 minutes to run it, even if you were AFKing it. More often than not, I was using it to get the elite upgrades. Or the elite marks, rather. Oh, yeah, if you're botting it, then that sucks. There's more than a few. If you do the first wave, the rest will finish. Jupiter Eratus is a good one. As soon as the first 10 ships are done and they start doing the rifts, you can disappear after that. Not that we ever would.
Well,
There is
not in a
people-
pug.
Oh, never in a pug. Not without everybody agreeing to it. Back when the mirror invasion was a little bit different and you had to defend the 4 outposts, you could AFK the whole thing if everybody agreed except for the final fight. So people would log in on one toon, get the mission started, and one of us would stay in it, and then when we're coming back towards the conclusion, when everybody had to be back in the fight, they'd send out a message like 30 seconds in, okay, you got to get back into this one. And they'd jump off whatever toon they were on. And made it possible you could run it, if you had different accounts, on multiple toons. Actually, you could do it on the same account, as long as somebody stayed in the mission the whole time. It's just me, but I don't get the point of using a bot for a game. It's not like you can make money off of this.
Computer, freeze program. Interesting data copy.
Klingons have not escaped my gravity well yet.
Well, that's why you have that.
McClark and Yeager are disabled. They're losing a safe
Let's see.
Cover the survivor.
Where am I going? I guess I'm going over here.
Klingons dispatched the Lieutenant Pilot's escape pod. He's been captured.
Did somebody just leave us?
Yep.
Okay.
Probably got DC'd.
Ah. Oh, that never happens.
Nobody ever gets DC'd. A lot of people get DT'd.
Disconnected in Twitch and Discord? Nah. And they're
Welcome
back.
Hanging out.
Got 32 of them. 35. $39. See if we can get the last one here. Got 40 here. Well, he's getting DC'd from Discord or Twitch. He's not getting DC'd from the game, which, yeah, no question. Not the most
Yeah.
stable.
If you're wondering, my mother called me on Discord, so that's why I DC from Discord. I think I've got period correct phases for this mission.
Well, that works out nicely. Let's see, we got 39. Let's see if we can get this last one here. And we got them all. Yeah, yes.
Sometimes, that thing bugs out.
What, the counter?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes they get destroyed. That's why you kind of have to go for it fairly quickly. And now for our argument against physics.
And now let's just gravity weld them all together and, well, GPS them down.
You suck them all in, we'll shoot them. Drunken Heretic says, go to hell, physics.
Let's be honest,
We don't need no stinking physics.
that was very satisfying.
I think it was Razul who was launching his mega well ship here. We basically got to sit here and just shoot things.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to that point, but
I don't know if I still have his notes on it.
obviously I don't have certain ships, which would have been nice, but eh. I know one of the meta consoles is spores infused anomalies. The one console it hates me using?
Hmm.
Members of
is the you know the compiler's console, the Violet digitizer transformation.
Yes.
It hates it in this one.
Really?
Yeah,
That's weird.
it keeps bugging, in and out of the formula that you've been given.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fighting to get which one it wants.
Yeah, it's Kuzma. Blah, 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 blah. How did we do?
I think we've seen it.
Let's see. Did good there. Got all those. Did good there. 120 marks. Not bad. I'll take some
Basically a
discovery
perfect
marks.
CFO.
Yep. Well, if we can get everything done in a timely manner, then yes, it's amazingly good. I think I've lost a dog here. She's probably on the bed. Well, we are in a commercial break for the next minute and a half. Let's see. Need to check. No, I don't need to check that. There we go. It's right there. I'm going to attempt to spray paint a plastic Christmas tree this year, or whatever they're made out of. I have a plan. I have an idea. Since it's Christmas, I can't have a live tree at this apartment complex, so I'm going to get a fake tree, cheap one, and have some fun with it.
I found out the hard way. I'm allergic to pine.
Oh no! How allergic? Like rash allergic, anaphylactic shock allergic?
Rash allergic.
Yeah, okay, I'm rash allergic too, but to that end, I put on gloves and long sleeve shirts when I'm putting up the Christmas tree lights. Last year, I didn't do a huge job with the lights. I probably put 1,500 lights on our tree. But there have been years where we've had 8-foot trees, 9-foot trees, and I've been able to get 4,000 or 5,000 lights on them. And my arms would be huge and puffy and pink for like days. And of course, then you can't get this stupid pine sap off your arms for a while. I never thought of it as being an allergy till somebody saw it once and went, oh, bee stings? Oh, no, pine trees. Ah.
Hey, do you have a TFO you want to do?
Do I have one? No, I'm totally up for what you guys want to do. This ship doesn't need leveling or
said-
anything. Oh, Id, do you have a TFO you want to do? Or Chris? Because Chris is still here.
No. Only endeavor I really got to do is the plasma damage on ground, and I can take care of that on my own.
Okay, Chris, have you got anything you need to do? Want to do? We've got a good 10 minutes left here. Technically 11 minutes. Tetrion damage in space. Well, have you got a ship that's got Tetrion? Because we can do anything you like after that. You can pick the TFO or the patrol, whatever you'd like.
I have some really bad idea.
Well, it's Chris's pick. You got to pick the last one.
I know. I had a really bad idea
What was your bad idea?
at some point. 5 shuttlecraft.
No.
in that
See, that was easy. Just no. Just no. The only time I'm going to do 5 shuttlecraft is the next time I have to do Operation Gamma. SB1. Works for me, Chris. Let me invite you back in here.
I was thinking about the atmospheric assault.
Atmospheric Assault. Is that the one on Romulus? Or, sorry, is it New Romulus?
Not sure.
Yeah, it is. The Romulan colony of Ree. I like that one, actually.
That's the one I was thinking.
That's a very nice one, but I want to set up a shuttlecraft because I don't have anything. All right, we're going to launch this little SB1 here. Weeboo.
We were
I'll make this my last one so I can take the hellspawn out. Ooh, wow, it's almost light out. Woo! Well, almost. A relative statement. Then again, went to bed or got home and started cooking dinner at 5 last night. It was getting dark and it was so depressing.
You know, some of the older nacelles, like the original nacelle,
Mm-hmm.
no longer use the dark matter quantum torpedo. I've retrofitted it back to the quantum torpedo launch.
That's interesting.
Because I think, having the dark matter is nice, but having the blue visual for the quantum torpedoes is even nicer.
So, Space Barbie.
Yeah. And you don't mind having a bit of Space Barbie.
You know, I have never done Space Barbie as a motivator for doing anything.
Oh, you totally should.
Then again, I didn't do real Barbie when I was a little girl growing up. I was like, it's okay. My tunes are in the same costumes they've been in pretty much since I got them. My ships, I spent a lot of time the first ship I got, and after my son walked me through the whole process on how to do this and that, I said, okay, so that changes how it plays? No. But then why did I just spend an hour doing that? Oh, because it looks good? Well, that's not a good reason.
In leveling, when I do leveling of characters, I always put the tier 5 setting because it can always help in a fight.
Say that again.
You know the tier 5 set for the Odyssey?
Yes.
I always equip it so it can help me in fights.
Okay, how does it help you in fights?
Gives me a few seconds to heal.
Ah, okay.
The sword protection takes the damage.
Got it.
Hey,
I just need to understand the logic behind it.
The logic is... There's quite a bit of logic to it. Especially on a new character when you're doing the Vaudois.
So as I was saying yesterday, I have a tune that I'm now taking through the Delta arc because, reasons. Completionist, that part of my brain has to finish all these things. Might as well.
One thing I would like to get done at some point is the Delta, quadrant. I've already done all the Delta quadrant. All I need to complete is the rest of the Kabali Prime home missions.
Sure. That's what we did last night. It is tough to do that teamed, though. It doesn't like to count the progress when you're teamed. So if you want to do it, my recommendation would be team up with other people, but don't have them accept the mission. So you're the only one doing the mission, but they can help you out with all the kills and everything.
Yeah. And also, I found, you have to be a certain age player to share them.
Yeah, that's true. But even so, Ed and I both had level 65 tunes, and we were able to share, we were not able to complete. There's a couple things where if he picked up a console or something as part of the mission, it wouldn't count for me. It would only count for him. And if I did, it would only count for me. So we quickly discovered there are some things that, while technically shareable, won't share progress. I don't know if they fixed that when they fixed a couple of the other issues. My guess is no, based on a few other things I saw. It already launched.
An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover. The Klingons are regrouping again. Get into position to prepare for the next assault.
This is somewhat time gated, let's be honest.
This one, it is, and that's why you used to be able to AFK it.
Keep fighting.
But I think, every TFO in this game should not be AFKable.
Well,
I don't know what it is.
I've just learned to go in and do what I need to get my mission accomplished, so I'll do a lot of these in private.
Yeah.
And not AFK them, just if I needed, like earlier, the Terrans, you can do Operation Wolf, you can do Pavo Dissension. And once you get what you need out of it, in my case 20 Terrans, just bail.
I do blue shift for that.
Probably should.
Because there's more than enough turns on that damn station.
Well, Operation Wolf is probably the fastest one for getting your Terrans killed, because they will pop 60 of them in that first sequence.
Yeah.
Roosevelt's in need of aid. Can you draw off some of those enemy ships?
That's the other thing I'd have them fix, is getting the sequence on the voices here right. They've launched. Now we need help. Dude, way too late for us to help you.
I think what they need to do is resync. I think they need to remove it and resync.
Yeah.
Put them resequence the entire TFO. Because clearly, it's not getting fixed.
Well, yeah, it's not on their priority list. I get that.
We need to be able to make Lita wag it out again.
Yeah. Late as a hoot.
Let's be honest. I think the original version of Counterpoint
Mm-hmm.
would be really nice.
Yeah, I'd like to see that come back again. All right, I need to get out of here and go walk El Papo. So everyone, we will see you later today. About 12 hours from now, we will be leveling and doing ship mastery. So if you've got stuff, yeah, SB1 is just Resurgence of SB1 or whatever. Resistance of SB1 is just the same thing, new skin, same issues. Anyway, we will be back in 12 hours for ship mastery and leveling, so if you've got a tune you want to level up, grab them. If you got a ship you want to master, grab it, get everything set up. If you want to do a couple of them, get them set up before we get in there so you can just jump from one to the next, just to have some fun. And we'll try and do it with doing teams of one-on-one. That way you get better XP with it. All right, everybody, on behalf of the Dark Mom Consortium, I want to thank Chris, I want to thank Drunken Heretic, I want to thank Iden, I want to thank Dante for showing up and being in chat with us this morning and in these games. And as everyone would say, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, stay awesome!